Alright, hello. I just played another rapid game today. So I will not be playing the game while commentating anymore because it is a bit too difficult for me and I'm not able to think or calculate while I'm talking at the same time. So what I'll do instead is to play the game, then I'll run through the game with you guys afterwards. Okay, so it'll be the same format. I'll run through the game, run through my thought process. Then after that, I will check the eval and see where I can improve. Okay, so let's begin the game. Oops. Okay, the game starts with c4, so I was expecting an English. He transposed to the King's Indian. So these are normal developing moves. Okay, so the whole point of the opening is that you want to control the center, right? So when White plays c4, this is sort of stop me from playing d5 because you see if he makes this trade, I mean I don't have to capture it now, but the point is that he has traded one of his flank pawns. The flank pawns are the c and f pawns. Okay, he's traded one of the flank pawns with one of my center pawns, which is a good thing for him. Okay, because you want to try to maintain uh, or keep your central pawns, because you know they help you with controlling the center. So that's the whole point of c4. Yeah, of course I play the King's Indian. It's a more modern opening, and this idea of modern opening, right? It basically means that you allow your opponent to control the center first, right? As you can see, I'm letting him just take control of the center, but we will undermine it, or in other words, we will try to attack it later and ruin his center. Yeah. So the reason why I played this move is to control this square. So now he if he wants to play e4, right, he has to play some move first to protect the e4 square. Otherwise, I would just capture the pawn. So that's why normally in the main line you play knight c3 first. Okay, after that I play g6. I want to develop my dark square bishop. I want to fianchetto it because look at this. I'm not gonna do this and then lock my dark square bishop in. Okay, so I play this. He plays this. So this indicates to me that he wants to fianchetto his light square bishop as well. This is important because that indicates to me that he will most probably castle king side. Okay, because you won't castle queen side. I mean you could castle queen side and then fianchetto your bishop. But if you want to castle queen side and you're expecting me to castle king side, you would want to start a pawn storm here instead. That's usually the plan. Yeah, because yeah, if you fianchetto here, maybe you can still pull off a pawn storm, but the bishop might do better over here, attacking my king side. If you want a queen side castle. Okay, anyway, we both fianchetto our bishops. I castle king side because I think that he's gonna castle king side as well. He develops his knight, and over here I played this move c6 because I saw that if I played this, and let's say he castles, right, and I capture his knight, and this pawn will be attacked. So I just wanted to give myself like the freedom of choice. Like if I wanted to capture his knight, I don't have to worry about my b7 pawn hanging. So I played c6. C6 is also another move that helps to control this knight. This knight isn't able to hop into the b5 and d5 squares because of the c6 push. He castles, and so now I bring my bishop out. I bring my bishop out because yeah, I want to be able to. I mean, you do hear this rule that you don't want to trade your bishops for knights, but when I play the perk, or some people call it the pierce, I do not mind this trade. It really depends. This knight is a key defender of this pawn here, and capturing the knight will force him to would cause him to bring out his bishop if he doesn't want to ruin his pawn structure. So yeah, so that's what I was thinking. And moreover, with my pawn on c6, my knight can only develop to two squares, and I don't want to develop it to a6. Okay, because the principle of the knight being on the rim is grim. So I want to develop it to d7 here. But if I develop it to d7 now, my light square bishop will be trapped. So that's why I brought it out first as well. Okay, so he develops his dark square bishop as well. So over here I played h6 to kick it off. Over here I saw that if he plays this, then there's a tactic where I can just capture the knight. Yeah, and because I captured first, at the end of the variation would I be actually what? Let's test it. No, it seems like I would not be. Am I trolling? Yeah, so okay, I'm trolling, so looks like I miscalculated. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so anyway, that's not what he played. thank goodness. Otherwise, maybe I would have blundered. But he captured my dark square bishop. I recaptured the bishop because I want to keep my pawn structure quite healthy. He plays queen d2, attacking my pawn. But I'm still able to capture the knight first, because if he just captures my pawn now, I'll capture the bishop. Maybe this is what the thing that I calculated earlier, and not it wasn't oops, and it wasn't here. Yeah, so sorry about that. I think the part where I calculated I could capture is over here, not here. This is not it. Okay, so I captured, and he has to capture back, otherwise I'll win a piece. And so I brought my king over, and the reason why I don't bring it to G7 is because I want to put my bishop there. I bring this here, and then I slide my bishop back in, especially because I see that he has this threat over here. And if he does that, imagine I play this, and he plays this. My bishop has to be traded off. There's no squares to go to, and any square it goes to, okay, we will not consider these two squares because the pawn's attacking it. But even if it comes here, he can capture. Let me just play it out since it's analysis. Yeah, and I'll be down a pawn as well. And so I have to leave my bishop here, and he will be able to capture the next move. So I have to bring my king here. And yep, so that was his plan. It turns out he did want to trade off the bishop, but I do not want that, because look at this diagonal. I have plans of pushing c5 and then opening up the diagonal for my bishop. And because he doesn't have a dark square bishop, right? So it's easier for me to control the diagonal. Okay, so he plays b4 over here. Over here I spent quite some time to think, and that's because I was considering 3 pawn pushes after my knight jumps here. So over here my candidate moves were quite little. There was this pawn push here, which I thought is good but not necessary right now. And there was c5 as well, and knight d7. So what I saw with c5, right, was that you see his queen is hanging and his knight has to protect this square. So I thought there was a tactic, but there isn't. Okay, so capture here, capture here. Again, I saw that if I captured his queen, okay, I could capture his rook first, right? Then if I capture his queen and he captures back, oh wow, oh okay, so looks like I failed my calculation again. Yeah, so I saw that he had this move, and I thought in my calculations I failed to see that it's me making the move now, because he has to recapture my queen. Or what if he... Yeah, so either way, it's still my move to make. So this is one mistake I made. Yeah, seeing that the c5 push here may actually work. We'll check the engine later. Okay, we'll check the engine later. Okay, but I played this anyway, because I thought that this did not work. And over here, if he pushes d5, then I will win the bishop, the rook. I'll be up the exchange. Some argue that you shouldn't trade your fianched shadow bishop because of how strong it is for the rook, which currently isn't doing anything. But yeah, in the actual game, I would have traded it simply because I would be confident to get into the end game and try to convert this. I'll be more confident for that. Yeah. So that's what happens if he pushes there. If he pushes here, then I was thinking of pushing d5, chasing the knight away, and then striking the center with oh my goodness, e5, yes. Yep. And if he decides to protect it, then I will just push e4 and lock down his light square bishop. Then my plan would be to bring all my pieces over to the king side and start a king side attack. Yep. Yeah, but then the last one is if he plays b5. Yes, I'm really bad with coordinates. But anyway, if he plays b5, then I can't remember exactly what I was gonna do. Was it? I think it might have been. Oh no! I would still, I would push c5 still. Yeah, trying to again now undermine the center and try to attack it. Yeah, so that were my plans, but he played this move, which I wasn't expecting, and I played knight. Oh my goodness, knight b6. Yes, I want to attack this pawn, and I saw that if he pushes c5, then I would just hop my knight in, attacking his queen, and then plant my knight there. Of course, you can easily get rid of it, but the point is that I lock down this part, and then I try to attack it with my pieces elsewhere. So he did push that. Okay, sorry. What else? What else could he have done here? What else? What was I thinking? Yeah. So if he moves his queen, so over here I was trying to be slightly sneaky. If he plays this, then I would just capture over here. So his queen is tied down to defending this pawn, so he has to move it somewhere along this. He has to move it here if he wants to defend these two. Yeah, I was just hoping for some tricks over here, but he didn't fall for it. So yeah, he plays queen here, and I already knew he was going to bring his knight here to trade it off. So instead of there's this other plan, which is playing b5, and if he plays en passant, then I recapture back the knight. But I didn't want to have a pawn island over here, and it's oops, sorry. This position doesn't seem so favorable to me because now his with the b pawn gone, his light square bishop actually gets stronger. So I decided to play this. I decided to play d5 instead because after I trade my knights, his bishop is sort of shut down. So that's what happens. I brought my queen here, but in retrospect, I think I should have maybe played f5 here. And the reason for that is because over here I saw that if he played e e4 now, that would be quite annoying. I didn't want to have to deal with. Okay, let's say. Oh, okay. Okay, so if I play e6, then he would just lock down my dark square bishop, and the center is locked, and I would feel. I mean, it's still playable. I still have a pawn break over here. I'm the one controlling it, but this is something that I did not want. I could still, of course, push h6 h5 and put my dark square bishop on new diagonal, but I felt that this push was more beneficial for him. And so yeah, and if he oops, oh my goodness. And if let's say I did some random thing maybe here, and he does this, then now he would have a pawn majority on the queen side, which is something that I wanted to lock because I want to focus on a king side attack. Yeah, so and moreover, yeah, this pawn becomes a weakness. I have to if I want to continue locking down his dark square bishop, light square bishop with maybe a pawn push like e6, then my rooks will not be able to have these files, and yeah, then I have to shift my pieces over to the c file and try to play along there. But yeah, I just wasn't so keen on that, especially because of this light square bishop. I didn't want to be on this side of the board. Yeah, moreover, I want to lock down his light square bishop because you see we're playing bishops of opposite colors. So if I lock down his bishop, then I essentially have an extra piece. Yeah. So in hindsight, I maybe would have wanted to play this instead to stop e4, and after that I would stack my rooks here and then push push e5. Yeah. So I mean, of course, I still have to calculate like things like him playing f4. But anyway, let's continue with the game. I traded my pieces. I brought my queen over. So this is what I think shouldn't have done. Actually, I should turn off the. Should turn this off. Yeah. So now we don't see the inaccuracies and blunders. Okay. He plays this. Yeah. So I wanted to strike the center already. Yeah. In hindsight, maybe he should have taken. Maybe he should have pushed this. I don't know. But I took instead, and now I wanted to control the file. He brought his piece over as well. I wanted to double my rooks, and he wanted to double his rooks as well. But I saw this move. I think I spent a whole minute on this move over here because I was thinking if I traded off my rooks, then you see I wouldn't be able to bring my rook here because his queen's controlling the file. So I didn't want to trade yet, and I also did see that if I bring my rook over, I can just bring his over, and it seems quite draw-ish. Yeah, and I wanted to make some counterplay happen. Not counterplay. I wanted to try to complicate the game a bit. So I was willing to give up a pawn for now because I say that because let me see. If he captures the pawn, right, and let's say I capture the rook, he has this move over here. Yeah, and he would be up a rook. So there was some tactics there, and if I think if I capture with this as well, yeah, then my rook is hanging. Of course, his queen is hanging as well, so he can't do that. But yeah, but the moment I saw rook takes is a tactic for him, then I stopped considering queen takes. That is my mistake as well. But even with queen takes, let's say he brings his. What would he do if I were him? Um, probably bring my queen over. Yeah. No, that's bad. What am I doing then? There's this. Okay, no. So okay, probably here. Yeah. Yeah. Then then I gotta capture this. Or maybe it wasn't all that bad. Maybe it wasn't all that bad. Yeah. I mean, he could do this. Oh well. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting a bit carried away. It seems like if he captured, if he played g takes f4, queen captures isn't so bad, but of course I will still have to calculate more, a little bit more. Yeah, it's not so straightforward. Like if he plays this, here, yeah, I can't do this as well because I lose my rook. Yeah, that's what I missed. Bad. Okay, yeah. So I'm 2 minutes 19 seconds. I see that this is a tactic for him. I will lose a rook, and I immediately stop considering that move already. I accepted in my mind that I may possibly lose this pawn, or I may possibly have just lost the pawn, but I'm trying to create some counterplay here and trying to complicate the game. Yes, but I did see that if he captured with this pawn, it is not really giving up a pawn because these two pawns become extremely weak. Yeah, so it's not so bad. He played rook captures on e7 instead. Capture back my queen. Obviously, that's my only move. He brought his rook into the game. I brought it to f6. And over here, I realized maybe I should have brought it to f7 instead. So the reason why I put it to f6, right, is because now I'm attacking these two squares. So if he captures back, see, I have a battery over here and I have a battery over here. So I'll be able to win back the pawn. But what I was unhappy about was how I'm not able to control the file now. Yeah, so I saw that if he played this, I get the pawn back, but then he has this move, and he has successfully infiltrated the 7th rank. All my pawns will be falling. So I realized that I'm not actually I'm he's tactically guarding this pawn. Yeah, I can't win it. So I realized that this was maybe a mistake on my part. But he plays a rook d1 to control and protect d4, which I believe is a mistake because now I get to control the file. But first I play f3 to further lock down his bishop and set up. This is the lolly mate setup as well. And after he moves his bishop, I bring my rook over to control the file. Then he plays h4. Yeah, and it was over here where he offered me a draw. It was in this move, yeah, where he offered me a draw, but I declined it. And I brought my rook over. He pushed this pawn. I believe he thinks I'll fall for something like this, and then he play this, and then he win my rook. But yeah, I did see that when I did calculate and consider that when I brought my rook over to e4. So if he play this, I just captured. Okay, it's an inaccuracy apparently. I believe the reason is because of this. Yeah, so I did after I played this, I did realize there's this move over here. Hold on, let me show it to you. Here, yeah, and he's gonna capture the pawn. So yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. And then his pawn will just remain here for as long as his bishop's protecting it. And because I don't have a light square bishop or anything else to capture it, his pawn will be quite strong. Yeah, but instead he plays this first, and that was a huge relief for me because now I get rid of the pawn. He isn't able to protect this pawn with his bishop anymore, and I believe that's what cost him the game. So over here, yeah, okay, so yeah, I did feel that was a blunder as well. I didn't understand why, but all I knew was that his king is now stuck here. The plan now, okay, the plan now in this endgame is to bring my king here and push my pawn. His king is tied down to this area. And the reason I say that is because the moment his king gets over here, I have this tactic to win a pawn. Yeah, so yeah, again, the plan, bring my king here, push the pawn, recapture the pawn. And again, he isn't able to catch up. He isn't able to get to my pawn faster than I can capture his pawn and then walk over to protect my pawn. So yeah, then all I have to do is just box him out. If he moves here, then and if he ever stops protecting this pawn, I can just capture it as well. So his position is looking really, really bad. And at this point, I was fairly confident I'll win the endgame. Yeah, so okay, that's a blunder apparently. We'll find out why later. Why would this be a blunder? Yeah, well, anyway, he played his king there, and I gobbled out all his pawns. Over here, I brought my bishop back, attacking this pawn, so he brought his king back to protect it. And over here, it's quite lost already. Now, the reason okay, so what I did see, what he's trying to do is he's trying to bring his bishop over to attack this pawn. But you see, my king's guarding these two squares. So he has to bring it here, here, followed by here, here to attack my pawn, which, when I saw this maneuver, I was thinking I can probably queen before he even gets one pawn. Yeah, so this actually helps me. I was thinking if he played, if he brought his king over, I wouldn't be able to make, I wouldn't be able to make any progress. Like, for example, it comes here, check, and my king is stuck here. Like, I'm not able to bring my king anywhere. Pushing this pawn doesn't help as well. So I thought that there was a potential for a draw from his part. But yeah, but I do realize that, I could create my pass pawn over here because of the pawns I gobbled. So I wasn't too worried. But of course, in the game, I didn't see this. I was too focused on trying to promote my pawn. So this actually got me a bit worried over here. If he brought his king here and locked my king in. But anyway, he doesn't do that. He tries to get tempo off my king to come here and gobble my pawns. But this actually gave me tempo to capture his pawn here. So yeah, over here it's kind of over. My queen, and yeah, from here it's quite trivial already. Yeah, so that was the whole game. So yeah, let me just turn on the engine, and then we'll take a look at what the engine is. All right, let's turn it on. Okay, let's go all the way back to the start. Okay, over here was okay. So when I analyze my games, the main thing I look at are blunders and mistakes, inaccuracies if I can understand them. But so far we've been playing like a quite an equal game. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. 97 is the best move. This F5. Striking at the center immediately. Did you recapture? I wonder if the engine would recapture the pawn on the knight. Seems like recapturing the knight's good. Okay, yeah, it does attack this pawn here. And what if he plays this? Okay. So to retain the structure. Okay. Getting ready to capture here and then capture the knight. Which you can't do here because, the queen will be guarding the knight at the end of it, so. Okay. Yeah, the F5 does give me a tempo, but I didn't think that this... I guess I did not calculate this at all, but even then... I'm not too happy with this backward pawn over here that's so exposed then on the open file. Okay, but let's keep going. Sorry, I was just exploring ideas. Okay, so oh wow, yes, this, yeah, changing up the move order, pushing this first. So if he captures my knight, then I'll capture his knight, capture the pawn. Yeah, and look at this. This is so bad for white. Yeah, the engine may say plus 0.4, but yeah, but I would have enjoyed playing this position, maybe. I do see this move now. The engine's recommending it. Yeah, and I can't there's no easy way to attack this pawn as well, now that I think about it. And he's locked down my dark square bishop. Okay, so maybe it wasn't all that great. Okay. But I'm happy with what I played still. Let's c4. And just a quick tip, and something that I learned from the pros that I've been watching. They did comment how you can see two moves over here. There's a d5 and knight c4. D5 is suggested by the engine to be the best move, but the thing is, even if I played d5 here, I still wouldn't be proud of it because I do not understand the idea. It's better to play like maybe a less optimal move, but you understand the plans of it, and you understand like why you are doing what you're doing, rather than playing the best move but you have no idea what's going on. Yeah, so looking for the best strategy or best idea, in your opinion, in any position is still not such a bad thing. Having a plan is better than having a bad plan is still better than having no plan. Yeah, so even if it tells me d5, I'm not too discouraged. Yeah, so play this. Yep, capturing is, has to be the right thing. Okay, a6. Oh my, dude, this these engine moves are so random. I really don't understand. Like, what's the point of this? Okay, let's say I play this. Oh, you have played. I see. I see. So a6 will stop this, but I'm not too afraid of that. So what if I just what if I just continue my plans? Okay, he captures here. I would have captured my queen. Capture, capture. Okay. Okay, okay. Oops. And what if I did the same thing to him? So he captures here. Yeah, I'm not able to capture it. Okay. So the purpose of a6 is to prevent him from opening up the file. Yeah, and I guess another thing about preventing b5 is that I want to retain this wall that I've created for his light square bishop. Yeah, by not letting this become a weak pawn, a pawn that can be attacked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should have seen that this is a little bit more potent. Oops. If he plays this, is that why capturing with the? Yeah, so now he's not able to bring his rook in this variation. Okay, that's why he captured the bishop. Okay. Okay, but that was not what I was played. He played a4. So this is a slightly dubious move. And if he played this now, then what about this? What about now? Okay, okay. I do have to. You see, when analyzing this, right? This I'm not simply learning like the mistakes I made, but I'm also learning new ideas. Like if I were white or black and I was trying to set up pawns down, I see that this idea is quite of leaving a pawn here, not capturing, and bringing another pawn to attack the base of the pawn chain. I get to see it in action, and it's quite educational. Okay, so this stops him from pushing his a pawn continuously to attack the base of the pawn chain, which is the b pawn. And he wouldn't want to capture en passant as well, because that leaves him with three pawns here. But if he does this, that leaves these three weaknesses here as well. Rook here. Yeah, capture this. How would I play this? What's wrong with this? Because the pawn's hanging. Okay. And so what's the point of this? Why if you just continue to stack here? Oh no, you can't. Why is it that Stockfish wants to bring everything to the 7th rank? Okay, this is just blunder. Okay, okay. Let me not get too carried away. Just exploring ideas again. So I played f5. This is an inaccuracy. If he had, yeah, of course. Not too sure why it's an inaccuracy. But okay, he plays this. Okay, capturing is best. Yeah, so it seems that Stockfish, right, throughout past 4 moves, it sees that a6, a7 is quite a big threat. B5, like Stockfish really wants to keep this chain over here healthy, and he wants to try to stop any pawn breaks, and yeah, so that's what it seems like to me. Don't give the opponent the b file. Yeah, okay. So I bring my rook here. There's something both of us missed. He should have captured. Yeah, okay, so f4 is a move. Okay. Okay, so I should have played this instead. Okay. He just captures. Okay, this is bad. I don't know why I would play that for him. Okay, I played here, moved here. Wow, so Stockfish doesn't want to control the file. Stockfish still wants to play a6 to stop the b file from opening up. Wow. Okay, the reason why I say this stops the b file from opening up is because well, if this happens, then it's either I capture here, okay, and this file gets open and this pawn becomes weak, which I wouldn't do, or I allow him to capture here. So let's say I play another move, okay, because I'm not going to push any of these pawns. Then he plays this, and then he brings his rook over to the b file. Okay, but of course, that's not what Stockfish is recommending now because I'm making random moves on my end that affects the position as well. But yeah, that's just what I mean by a6 stops the b file from opening up. Because now if I play a6, oops, okay, just don't mind his rook being there for a moment. If I play a6 and he plays this, then I can capture here. Oh, the a file still opens up actually. The b file still opens up at the end because he can still capture here. Okay, let's just make a random move. Yeah, okay, but it seems that maybe it isn't so bad. Okay, sorry, I'm digressing a lot because I'm curious as to why white opening the file earlier would have been good, but later on it would be bad. And even if I played a6, okay, let's say he still plays this, capture. Let's play best move, and let's say he captures again, right? So what's the difference now? Okay, so apparently there's no difference. Still equal. Okay. Yeah, again, this is why I say I mainly look at my blunders and mistakes in my games, because if I try to go down like the best move or the inaccuracy, right, it can be a rabbit hole sometimes, and the worst part is that I don't even understand at the end of the line like why the move was great. So anyway, let's take a look at the blunders. Okay, let's get to the juicy part. Okay, so all this was okay. It's okay. Okay, so here's an inaccuracy. What would have been best? Getting my king out of the way first. Okay, and now he plays this, capture. But he gets to lodge his pawn here, which is really annoying. Okay, but this threatens the lolly mate. Wow, very well played. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Yeah, so the inaccuracy is because, yeah, again, I mentioned earlier how if I capture here now, then what was the line that I yeah, here, then this. But if my king was on g8, then I would be able to recapture the pawn. So yeah. But I thought that I didn't have enough tempo, and I felt a little rushed, so I just kept going on with it. But okay, let's just keep going. Capture here, capture. Okay, let's. The best way to exploit this blunder. Did I do the right thing? Okay, why is it that this is a blunder? This is crazy. What's his best move? Okay, I see. Okay, this one is easier to understand when you see his best move, because this allows him to get to my pawns in 2 moves. But this means that he has to get to my pawn in many moves, as we see in the game. Yeah. And what's the reason for bringing the king over? I think that you want to bring the king over to guard these pawns, or okay. Yeah. So undermining this pawn, which is protecting this this pawn here. That's what I believe the point of a6 is. A5 is. So he captures here. Yeah. Then you capture the pawn. He's gonna bring his. Okay. Yeah. This got to be winning for black. Yeah. The reason I say that is because you have 2 passed pawns. Your dark square bishop is controlling this this pawn, this square here, which white isn't able to control. If white's can get out of the way, you can capture this pawn and then promote. So it is, yeah. I see. So the reason why this is so bad is because now it gives black enough tempo to get to get his king activated, to and white isn't moreover, on top of giving my king activity, his light square bishop isn't able to get to my pawns fast enough. Whereas over here, yeah, if I yeah, he can get to my pawns in 2 moves. So this was a mistake. Okay, so why was this a blunder? This is a blunder because what? Okay, let's first see what Stockfish would play. Okay, so if you play that, yeah, I wouldn't mind this actually. I wouldn't mind this. In fact, I'll probably capture here. If he captures here, then okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna continue with my plan still. Check, yeah, and okay. Oh no, my pawn's being attacked. My pawn's being attacked. So I have to do this. Checks me. Yeah, and I guess we have a perpetual here because I have to go back to protect my pawn. Okay. And what if I... Yeah, okay, so I'm not fast enough. Unfortunate. Fortunate. What if I played this immediately? Then captured here. Oh, no. Let me protect the pawn first. Let's see how Stockfish defends this. Yeah, so now I'm attacking this. Correct. No, I'm not fast enough. Maybe I should bring my king in first. See what he played. This. Yeah, and the bishop guards the queening square as well, so can always slide back here. And even if I promote, it's not gonna work out. Yeah. Okay. That's why this is a blunder. Instead, I should have played king f6. Who would have known, right? Who would have known? Why does this stop? Okay, if he plays this now, capture. Why does this not work? So I'm playing the exact same thing. Oh, I see. It's because I protect this pawn fast enough. Okay. Yeah, he isn't able to attack the pawn. But I lose this pawn though. But I'm gonna go for this. So I'm guessing I think this will work as well, right? Okay, then I start pushing my pawn. Oh, scary. Okay, I would probably push here. No. Oh wait, yes, I have to do it to protect this pawn. Let's say he brings his king in here. Oh, no, he wouldn't just surrender this square to my king. So maybe here. No, but then don't I get this? Yeah. No. Let's say he doesn't do that. Let's say he does something meaningful. Yeah, he doesn't have anything meaningful. This square has been covered by my bishop. Okay. Yeah. So the main point is that now. Yeah, again, like this b5 idea, right, has been a thorn in my position like for the past like what 10 moves, 15 moves. Yeah. Yeah, and now b5 is no longer an idea because of this. So on top of losing his b5 pawn break to allow his light square bishop to infiltrate, he also needs to make probably 10 moves. 10. He's got to make too many moves. That's for sure to get to the pawns, which yeah is decisive, and that's the whole game. That is the whole game. From here, there's no point analyzing. It seems like one of my main learning points from this game is all the blunders were made in the endgame. Yeah. But I think my main takeaway for this game is I have to be more careful of these pawn breaks over here. It seems like for move 18, this was an idea for so long. Almost every 2 to 3 moves, you get to see b5 being one of his top moves. Yeah, move 18 all the way till move 35. Crazy. I think that's the longest I've seen a move be one of the top engine moves for over 10 moves. And that's an idea I still missed. Another thing is see. Yeah, stopping these pawn pushes with a6. Okay. And king g8. King g8. So it's over here. I mean, I 25 seconds left. I wasn't. Maybe time is something that I need to be more aware of as well. Not aware, but I need to play slightly faster. Maybe if I had enough time, I may have considered this. Just moving my king out of the way, seeing that this isn't such a big deal. But it wasn't something I'm willing to risk as well. Actually, now that I think about it, if he captures here, wouldn't this work? I don't see. Why can't he capture here? Oh, wow. Wow, that's nuts. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. All I saw was that I'm gonna get skewered. Yeah, so I think these were my main learning points, and also more in-game things. I think I can't be too hasty with pushing my pawn. I had 43 seconds. I should have at least spent some time thinking about the plan. So my plan was to go up here, but yeah, this b6 b5 idea, it seems like it's why it's able to help him draw the game and help him infiltrate into my side. This is an idea that I'm not too familiar with, but now at least I'm more aware of it. Yeah, so I think my main takeaway from this game is really this b5 idea over here. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the analysis, and I hope you are able to learn something from my analysis as well. Yeah, I would see you guys on Wednesday again for another tactics video. All right, see you.